Brewtifully Made. This has been a great first week and a few days of the opening of my storefront. And I am learning so much, getting to meet so many people in my community. And really, oh my gosh, the classes, scheduling classes, creating classes, getting those samples created and put on my website as available. It's been phenomenal. So that's what I want to talk about today. So today's sketch, though, the prompt is from Elo Levy on Instagram, and it's instrument. And I thought that was kind of fitting because I would love to have a class with some lessons, like a 6 week running course in something, maybe guitar. I had a lady that stopped by that has a harp, and she was talking about, playing the harp. And I was like, oh, I wonder if she teaches that. It's just every time somebody shares their passion, do you share that? Do you know how to teach that? Do you want to teach that? And it's a great conversation starter, but is a genuine question because I love learning. I will never stop learning. And I love sharing new ideas. Just when people hear that there's a space that they could gather their friends and we can take a class, we could learn something new. You don't need to know how to do this. You don't need to be a professional. And no, never, not at all. This is kind of like look at things on Pinterest and I want to know how to do that. Let me know. I'll create a class for it. I love their face. I love their expression. I love how they light up and it gets them excited about learning something creative. And that's the whole point. That's the whole, objective of this space is that at any age, anybody, I want them to enjoy being creative and finding that in anything that they do. And it really does help in all realms of what you have on like a day-to-day basis. Creativity helps in business, it helps in manufacturing, it helps in research and development, it helps not just in someone with an artistic interest. Everybody needs to understand how creativity plays in a day-to-day life. Even if you are a parent and have young ones and you're like, oh, I see this creative, spark and I want to foster that. And they aren't, I guess, interested in something that you would consider a traditional craft. And maybe it is something in a digital world. I have classes, I can create classes for that. That's just as important as someone that is interested in painting, because it translates into so many different things, even in sports, being creative. How do you think those plays and stuff are developed? It's creativity. It's like, what am I going to be able to do that somebody else isn't doing that's going to be effective? And that takes a creative mind. And so I just love the fact that everyone coming in has some sort of like light bulb that comes on when they see either a craft kit that I have available, a paint kit, a coloring book, a class lesson, a sample, even if it was a piece of clothes and it's something that I have my designs on. They're like, how did you do that? How did you create a pattern? How did you, draw this? How did you get this on these clothes? How did you, make this? And it's just a great conversation starter. I'm still getting the ones that think that I'm a brewery or a coffee house, and I love it because it's still just a way to just start a conversation. And they laugh, and then they walk around, and then they're blown away. And I just get so much joy from that. I mean, that this is bringing me so much joy, and this has been just so energizing and positive, and I am blown away. And I already have like 5 teachers on the schedule, and my goal is to see if they would come on a call for an episode, each one, and talk about their passion of why they're doing what they're doing, because some of them have other full-time jobs too and do something else, but they're teaching a beautiful creative lesson and I want them to talk about it. We have a poured acrylic artist, and she has jewelry in the shop, and she's going to have a class. That's a new one. I have a bonsai tree class, and he is also a teacher. He's an educator, but he has this amazing bonsai business that's booming, and I have sold out half of that class. Our hands-free, or I'm sorry, hands knit instructor with tools free and arm free knitting. Our classes are sold out until the last one in December, and I have two spaces left, and I haven't even looked. They could be sold out because that's a fun class, and everybody loves yarn arts. Either it's weaving or crocheting or it's knitting. And so I would love to have Carrie on and have her talk about her passion. She's self-taught and now she's teaching that, and it's a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, we gotta have Jude on. Jude is a photographer, and so she has a two-fold class. It's 2 days in a row, 1 week back to back, but it gives you time to do some homework. And then when you're done with that class, you're going to be able to have that final picture that you're taking placed on a puzzle that you'll be able to share with your family and friends and talk about the class that you learned how to use your digital camera in. And so, I'd love to have Jude on to talk about that class. And then I've got painting classes, and I have sculpture painting classes for a black cat treat bucket for the holidays. I have the painting class is an augmented reality little ghosty that you're going to paint, and then when you're done, the little ghosty will fly off the canvas and then back on. And so something to share with your family and friends when you hang that. It's just really kind of cute and fun. It's for all ages. I'm getting ready to do since the yarn classes are so big, we're going to have a knitting machine class, and you're going to make a set of 3 pumpkins. And so, in a variety of ways to make the stems out of found materials. And yeah, so that's going to be another way that you get to do your yarn arts. I have a punch needle class that you get to make a cute little coaster patch, and then you're going to adhere that onto an accessory bag. So that's another class that you'll get to do. So some like yarn art type of, fun things with just then there's so much more. I have a book class book from one of my favorite Halloween movies, and you'll be creating a box that will look like the favorite book in the movie that has an eye that looks forward to you. So that's real spooky. But yeah, so that's a class. Oh my goodness, just so many things. With the holidays coming up, there's so many interactive and fun, events that I want to hold. And so I've got to get all of those on. And it's just, man, I'm just so excited. It's just got such great feedback. So many people have been in to talk to me about it so they can share it. And I appreciate every one of them for that. Um, I have to give a shout out to Amy. Oh my gosh, Amy Pleasant from Seattle is an amazing artist, and she was in the Canton area at the Canton Museum of Art for her exhibit. And my gosh, the paintings were just phenomenal, beautiful. The colors, the textures, the stories, just everything. I was blown away. I loved it. And she was back in the area, and she came in to say hi. And I was just like fangirling. I was just like blown away that she took a moment to do that, to say hello. And I just loved having her in. I got to see her for a moment. She went away with a Canton t-shirt. So thank you, Amy, for that support. And I am just thrilled to follow her journey. She's so inspiring. I mean, I just love seeing her work. It's just gorgeous. And it was just an honor to have her in the studio and for her to take a moment of her time to say hello to me. So that meant the world. So thank you, Amy. I mean, people are inspiring, and I just feed off of that. I love learning, I love sharing, and I love supporting. And so those are the main goals of this location. And if you haven't heard that genuinely come from me in any kind of, either video or report or anything, please hear it from me right now because that is the whole goal of this space. And I still need a September artist. I still need someone to display and exhibit for September. And I would love to have all their artwork on that wall. I'd love to have them on an episode to talk about what they do. And if they would like to teach, that would be another way they can make their income uh, for their creativity. Remember, if you sell anything from your exhibit and your gallery wall, it's 100% your proceeds. I mean, I don't take any commission. I want to promote the artists in the area and surrounding area. And I want them to have eyes on their art and people to appreciate their work. And I just want to be a little spot for that. I mean, I'm not thousands of square feet, but I am here and I have people coming in, and there's no reason in the world not to support and share. Another creative thing I want to do. So, if any of the plaza restaurants and businesses are listening, I want to do a progressive meal throughout the plaza. I think we're going to be at either 8 or 9 breweries or restaurants within the plaza. So I would love to have a few like meal, I want to say like plans put together that they would be stops at different locations. So one place would be an appetizer, one place would be a salad, the next place would be an entree, and next place would have a drink, and then you would end at my shop with the support of one of the other restaurants to provide dessert, and that dessert would be served at my shop, and you would take a moment to have that and create a craft. And so you would get to have this whole experience of this progressive meal and then end making something creative with a great dessert. And what's nice is that, it's kind of a surprise. So when you go to these restaurants, what you get is something maybe you've never had before. So all I need to know is like a dietary restriction. And I'd love for the restaurants to participate, and maybe we could limit. I mean, I seat 20 out in my public classes in the tables. So that would be the limit. And I would just love to have that available. I think the public would love that. The amphitheater's wrapping up here at the beginning of September. I think the last concert, at least scheduled, is the first week of September, the week of Labor Day, that Thursday. And it would be fun to do those on Thursday nights. But yeah, so if you're a plaza restaurant, you're listening and you would want to participate in something like that, let me know. I'm trying to reach out to find out if they have like a monthly or I don't know, quarterly meeting that I could talk to everybody. And I'm going to try to make a flyer up. Oh yeah, in my spare time to do this. But I want people to experience everything in the plaza. And would love to do it during the day, maybe like on a Saturday in the afternoon. So it could be like a shopping day because like the Bird's Nest is there. It could be a beauty day. There's a nail place. Libby has cosmetics. So there's a lot of fun things. Even during a work day, I don't know during a weekday if that would work. I know that's when Libby is open, but I just think it would be fun to have like a beauty day and you get to have like a lunch, a brunch, or I don't know what you would want to call it. And you get to go shopping and you get to get your nails done. And maybe you would go get a scalp treatment and then you would have your meal and then you would end with a fun, like little fun craft at my shop. So again, I just want to involve everybody in the plaza because everybody's doing such amazing things and everyone really loves that location. And again, just trying to think creatively and how you could incorporate as many people as possible. So that is really, what this episode is about is just sharing and being passionate about your dreams and being creative in every aspect that you can. So I can't wait to talk to you next time and share what's been going on and hopefully have one of the artists on so you can learn a little bit about them. So instrument. So hope you doodle along. If not, it's okay. You can just have that in the back of your mind. And when you're waiting to do something, maybe you'll just start drawing. So you are beautifully made. Thank you for being with me. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.